Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my short film pitch. Today, I'll be pitching you Mask. So, I want to start with a quote. We wear the mask. This quote originates from my own poem and pretty much refers to people who try to hide their true feelings and emotions from everyone else by effectively wearing a mask that no one else can see. This quote could extend to everyone because every day, everyone wears a mask because they don't want to show other people their true feelings. We don't want to show people the worst part of ourselves, or we don't want to show people the pain and suffering we go through every single day. And the latter part extends to my protagonist, Ryan, as Ryan has recently lost his family in a car accident. And because of that, he suffers from survivor's guilt, which further leads him to isolate himself inside a house, which used to be filled with life and family. And every day he's constantly reliving memories. He's essentially stuck in the past. Furthermore, every day he also lies to his friends, that telling them that he's okay when he really isn't. Because Ryan, for the most part in the short film, acts like a corpse or zombie. He's essentially lifeless when no one else is around. Furthermore, during his isolation, Ryan starts to hear a voice which I refer to as guilt. Now, the audience wouldn't know guilt as the name, but guilt will essentially sound similar to Ryan, but somewhat distorted and very different. Guilt sort of starts as words on the screen, and then he slowly starts to get his own voice, slowly becoming louder and louder, and his voice can eventually be heard by the audience and Ryan. And throughout all of that, Guild is questioning Ryan about the way he lives, about how he responds to his friends, and how Ryan is still living in the past as he constantly roams his empty house. Now, these pictures right here, they sort of give you an idea for the setting, most of the mood or anything, but it will most likely be like a dark mood as it reflects, the state Ryan is in. And it's like this house is meant to be like normal, but not entirely normal in a way, right? Like you're meant to be familiar because it looks like a regular house, but obviously there's someone suffering in there, and it's sort of like in a way want to be pictured like a prison almost, right? And during all this, the story then picks up where Ryan has to prove to his friends that he really is okay by going out, for a night and just, I don't know, drinking or partying. And because of this, Ryan eventually decides he's going to shower and try to eat some food. But, the anxiety is still there. And that eventually leads to the ending where Guilt tells Ryan it's okay to wear the mask. It's okay to hide his pain and suffering. And well, Ryan, he accepts as he feels it's his only way to cope, right? To stop the pain only for that night, for only a moment, right? And so when his friends are wondering where's Ryan, Ryan shows up wearing this mask, but his friends doesn't realize he's wearing the mask. They don't see the mask because only Ryan can see it, right? And so Ryan is quite literally wearing a mask, literally and figuratively. And when his friend asks if he's okay, the voice of Guilt and Ryan merge together to say that he is okay. And that's the end. So I'm going to go over my logline. Ryan, who has lost his family during an accident, now roams his empty house filled with survivor's guilt, begins to hear a voice which questions him. Ryan tells the people around him that he's okay, but when he has to do so in person, the voice gives him another way to cope. That's meant to say another way. The synopsis is, after a horrific car accident, Ryan loses his entire family, which causes him to isolate himself in a depressing routine where he begins to hear voices. Every day starts with a crash, but then silence as he torments himself with the memories of his family as he roams his empty house. The voices become increasingly louder as he attempts to hide his pain from everyone around him. Upon being forced to prove to his friends that he is okay by trying to go out with his friends for a night, by by trying to go out with his friends at 4 at night. As the time draws closer, anxiety increases, and the voice turns him to a new option, a mask that can hide his pain and suffering from everyone else. And that's my pitch. Thank you for listening.